Okay, so I'm gonna start this video by addressing the elephant in the room. On Saturday, this past weekend, former Speaker of the House of Minnesota, Melissa Portman, and her husband were gunned down at their Brooklyn Park residence. The story hits home for me, especially its fun fact. I'm from Minnesota. I'm sure you've already seen coverage on it. It's national news. Political violence of any nature is unacceptable in America. These people they've been emboldened to give in to the darker side of their minds and of their hearts, to the point where they are writing down names in notebooks, organizing passports, getting money together as if to fly the coop, like they're gonna leave America after they gun down, these 70 people that they have in a freaking notebook. It's sick. It's demented. And it's being fanned by this absolutely disgusting and abysmal administration. And that's not to say that one side is better than the other in terms of violence. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You don't gun people down because you disagree with their opinions and their policies. You sick freaks. I don't mean to come off that harsh, but get help. There's treatment programs. There are options out there other than grabbing 5 to 7 guns and going on a tear just because you don't agree with somebody. You don't like what they said this one time. You know them personally? No. You have no idea the depths of these people. You don't know these people. They're simply elected officials going about their duties as they see fit, trying to make everyday lives of Americans, you and me, better. Democrats and Republicans do not agree on the vast amount of issues. That's what makes democracy so damn great. You can take this point of view and this point of view, bring them together. It's called compromise, dipshits. I apologize for the harsh language. I couldn't lead into the next topic that I want to talk about today without addressing that. I do have an article here that I would like to cite. Bring up on your screen now. This from the Star Tribune. Minnesota was on edge Sunday after House Democratic leader Melissa Portman and her husband were fatally shot Saturday in their Brooklyn Park home, and State Senator John Hoffman and his wife survived the assassin's attack at their home in Champlin. Governor Tim Walz said it appeared to be a targeted act of political violence. Authorities identified the suspect as 57-year-old Vance Bolter. A manhunt is underway to locate him. Officials said the suspect left at the scene a list of politicians. A person who has seen the list said it included several abortion rights supporters, including lawmakers. Senator Amy Klobuchar appeared on the list, according to federal law enforcement sources. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison also said he was on the list. Here's what we know so far. Portman, the top Democrat in the Minnesota House, was shot and killed along with her husband. Authorities identified the suspect as Vance Bolter, Abandoned vehicle belonging to Bolter was found in Sibley County. Senator John Hoffman and his wife are awake and will issue a statement when they are able. There's an active, extensive manhunt underway for the shooter. Senator Amy Klobuchar said the gunman is believed to be in the Midwest. Bolter's wife was stopped by law enforcement Saturday. Authorities say a suspect impersonated law enforcement and that a manifesto was recovered with lawmaker aims. A list of targets reported to be written by Bolter had names of 50 to 70 individuals and businesses, including Planned Parenthood locations. I would like it to be known that a couple more names have been made public on that list. Uh, Governor Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar for, let's face it, obvious reasons. The demented ideals of one man have infected large portions of this country. And just an update on that story that I just read. He has been brought into custody. They have him. Um, I don't know. It appears that he turned himself in. I don't know the specifics of his arrest at this time. This guy could be thinking he's going to get a pardon from Trump. Stranger things have happened. Pardon all J6 riders. Why wouldn't he pardon this guy? Just a patriot. He was upset. He was upset and he did what he thought was right. There's, there's lovely people on both sides. Both sides, good people. Getting down representatives. There's been other countries that have issued statements offering condolences to the state of Minnesota. Other countries. Our president decided to attack Tim Walz instead. There's no humanity in this demented orange sack of goo. As I said earlier, this is unacceptable on both sides. The media always wants to paint it left or right, left or right. Oh, we had this attempted assassin, this attempted assassin. Which side of the hell is he on? What the hell does it matter? They're doing sick and twisted crap. I condemn it. I condemn it on both sides. Violence begets more violence. That is the very nature of violence. Anyway, I want to go into something a bit later. I wanted to cue that up. As I said, I'm from Minnesota, and this past weekend with the No Kings protests, I couldn't have been more proud of my state's representation in the protests. I do, before I go show any other pictures or a video that I have queued up here, I want to point out this picture right on the screen now. This picture was taken when Bolter was still at large and still considered dangerous. And still, these people went to the Capitol because they condemn this authoritarian regime and everything that it stands for. Makes me proud looking at that picture, as well as those other pictures that I'll show you here in a minute. First, I want to play a video. It was a protest that I personally went to and recorded and talked to a few of the folks in advance. I apologize for the strong language that you're gonna hear in this video. So if you have small children around you, cover their ears. um, so I'm gonna play that video now for you.
Hi friends, so I'm here at a protest. Just want to see if I can get a Hi guys, mind if I take video? Good? Alright. All the way down this way and down this way. This is what real America looks like. Hi sir, can I just ask you a question here?
Yeah, what's up?
So, what brought you out here today?
These two. I'm fighting for their rights every single day. They're the ones that inspire me to be out here, and anything I can do to help them out. That's
Absolutely.
what I'm here for today.
All right, so let's be on the podcast because that's for the future. Especially on YouTube.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
What brings you guys out here today? That's right.
This is what democracy looks like.
That's right. Absolutely. What brings you guys out here today?
Fuck ICE! I'm first generation Mexican. I'm right here, baby. Fuck ICE! He's taking my friend's bitch. Woo! No kidding.
Yeah, I apologize for some of the strong language here, but that's just passion. People are passionate out here. The honking as people go by makes me proud and gives me hope.
And before anybody says it, I was late to the party. I have kids. Their tiny goblin needs demand your full attention. So please, if you're going to be partaking in protests such as this one, be mindful of your children. Kind of gauge the situation before you say have them tag along. I had to wait until I had somebody to watch over them before I could attend. So that representation in the video itself is not the full scale of the protest. Like I said, I was late to the party. That's on me. But I always come with receipts. So I'm now going to start kind of going through pictures here of the full protest itself. Now, as you're looking at these pictures, it's important to take stock of where you stand in all this. If you didn't vote in the 2024 election due to whatever personal reasons you have, it's not too late to speak up. We don't bow to kings in this country. And we definitely will not bow to this orange homunculus of a human being. We don't bow. And you see the passion in these pictures. One of the things I truly believe is is that America was founded on heart. I want you to take the time and reflect on it. Where do you stand? Because if we stand together, there's nothing we can't do. Because there's strength in unity, and we will resist for the future. I'll see you.